Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. I am your math teacher Fairul Rahman here. Today we are going to discuss a chapter, integrals, the biggest chapter in the entire science syllabus. Hi everyone, good evening. Give me some thumbs up or give me some Sanuj is here, Sadiq is here. Hi. Share to your friends also. Share the link to your friends. Hi Faris. Hey, hello. Then give me some hi. There is DL Learning Hub here. Hello. Okay. Share to your friends. Share the link to your friends. Okay. See you. Then. Okay. Today we are planning to discuss the most important questions in this chapter, integrals. It's the biggest chapter. We will not trying to cover entire type of questions. We can expect different variety of questions from this chapter. So we are only looking for the different. We pick the question from all the area of this chapter. If you go through this live, you will get an entire revision of this chapter and all type of the questions. With that, you can practice more questions from your textbook and previous question papers also. So I think it will be a very useful live for you guys. So you should share this live to your friends also. Please share. Okay. Then shall we move to the first question? Okay. After that, after this chapter, Fairuzar will be here with the chapter vectors and 3D also. So shall we move to the first question? The first question is, if d by dx of f of x equal to log x, then f of x equals to what? Actually, this question is based on the basic idea of integration. This question is based on the basic idea of integration. What we mean by integration? We say integration is the opposite of differentiation. Otherwise, integration is anti-derivative. In other words, if there is a derivative of a particular function, listen here carefully. If there is a function f of x, and if you differentiate that, I think you have already learned the chapter continuity and differentiability yesterday. I think Shanti ma'am have taken that. I've taken that chapter. If you differentiate that f of x, and if you integrate that derivative again, first you have done what? You have done differentiation. Then after that, you have done what? You have done integration. The integration is the opposite process of differentiation. Then the integration and differentiation will be cancelled off, and you will get what? Only the function f of x plus c. I think you know about the integrating constant plus c. If we differentiate any function, the constant part will be cancelled off. Then we integrate that same thing. We can't be able to predict what was the constant term, so we will just put the c there. Okay, good. Ready? After that, so integral of a derivative of f of x become f of x. The integration and differentiation will be cancelled off, and you will get what? The f of x only. So here, look at this question. D by dx of f of x is the question. D by dx of what? F of x is equal to log x. And then you need to find what? You need to find f of x. What do you have to do? You have to integrate both sides. Why you need to integrate both sides? Because this differentiation and integration will be cancelled off by the basic idea of integration. That is, integration is the opposite of differentiation, that is antiderivative. Then these both will be cancelled off. What you will get? F of x. You will get f of x. And what is integral log x? Integral log x is 1 by x. You have to learn the results. I will put a link in the description that details all the results in this chapter. Okay, you can download that link. Right now the link is not there, but after this live I will put a link in there. So guys, you should share this live link to your friends, then they can also download this from this description. Okay, then integral log x dx is 1 by x plus c. That is your answer. F of x equal to 1 by x plus c. So the option D is your answer. So this is very simple question, and this is a past question also. This is already asked in the previous question papers, and this question is meant for understanding the basic idea of integration. So hope you all you're good with this. What was Razal? Are you okay with this question? I think you got the answer right. 1 by x. Okay. Ready? All of you? Everything is fine, right? All good, right? Give me some response. Is it okay? Okay, yes, okay. Sadiq, it's okay, okay, ready. So then we are going to the next question. What's the next question? It's integral sec x by sec x minus tan x dx. It's also a direct question actually. So when you start integrate, you should put I, because we need the I to calculate in some other areas, not specifically for this question. We will always, that's kind of that's for kind of easiness. Okay, then I is equal to integral sec x by sec x minus tan x dx. It's a direct integration because we are going for the topic wise questions like today. Okay, then what is the what we will do for the next step? Listen carefully. We have to multiply and divide the conjugate of this denominator of this particular function. That is, the denominator is sec x minus tan x. We have to multiply the sec x plus tan x, that is a conjugate, and divide it that also. Ready? Okay. Then what happens? Listen carefully. Listen. Then what happens? Integral. We can open this bracket sec x into sec x. What happens then? Sec x into sec x become sec square x, and sec x into tan x become sec x tan x, all divided by, now the denominator is a minus b into a plus b. The denominator is a minus b into a plus b. What is a minus b into a plus b? What is a minus b into a plus b? It is a square minus b square. So now we get a new expression here. Listen here. We know from 11th trigonometry, we know that 1 plus tan square x is equal to sec square x, right? 1 plus tan square x is equal to sec square x, right? Then we can say that okay, there was a small technical glitch was here again. Okay, anyways, listen here. From 11th trigonometry we know that 1 plus tan square x is equal to sec square x. So from here we can say sec square x minus tan square x. We can take this tan square x to that side, you will get sec square x minus tan square x is equal to 1. So then the denominator become what? 1. Here you can see it is sec square x plus sec x tan x dx. Listen guys, here integral of sec square x, what is the result? Sec square x, integral of sec square x is tan x, right? What about the integral of sec x tan x? What about the integral of sec x tan x? That is sec x, right? So the integral of sec square x is tan x and integral of sec x tan x is sec x plus c. Okay, that's the final answer. Did you get it? Did you get it, guys? Send me some replies. Okay, share to friends. Yes, clear. So option B, the option is tan x sec x plus tan x plus c. So option B is right. Previous question, option B is for previous question. Option B, derivative of, okay, sorry, there is a small mistake here. I have just differentiated the log x here. Actually we have to integrate the log x. I am really sorry. Here the integral of log x is x log x minus x plus c. X log x minus x plus c. So we can take that x outside. What you will get? X into log x minus 1 plus c is the final answer. I'm sorry, I just differentiated this one because I was talking about the basic idea of differentiation, that is the opposite of integration. So the answer is B actually. Sorry. It's okay. Then this question is okay for you, right, guys? It's okay for you, right? Is there any confusion? Okay. Shall we move to the next one? Ready? I'm back again. There is some problems with this system. Actually the camera is becoming a little bit lag here. So anyway, shall we move to the next question, guys? The third question, right? So listen, here the question: find integral e raised to cot inverse x into 1 minus x plus x square by 1 plus x square. It is actually coming from the part integration by substitution. Okay, we want to substitute t is equal to cot inverse x. So what we need to find is the derivative of the substitution. When you want to find an integral, that is using the integration by substitution, you have to find the derivative first. What is the derivative of cot inverse x? It is minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Ready? Listen. You can see there is this dx by 1 plus x square is there in the question. That means listen guys, dt is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square. Then this dx goes to the right side, you will get into dx, and this negative will goes to the left side, that is negative dt is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square dx. The beauty of substitution is you will get some functions in the question while you are differentiating that thing. Okay, anyway, listen here. Then I is equal to, what was our integration? Integral e raised to what? E raised to cot inverse x. What is cot inverse x? Cot inverse x is t. So we can replace that cot inverse x with t and listen guys, 1 minus, we need the x here. We take this cot inverse to the right side. Actually that's not the thing. We will put cot in both sides. If you put cot in the left side, it will become cot t, and if you put cot in the right side, what will happen? Cot of cot inverse, that will be cancelled off and you will get x. So now you get x also. The x is cot t, 1 minus cot t plus the x is cot t, then x square become cot square t, all divided by 1 plus cot square t. Oh, actually we don't need to put that cot square t there, because dx by 1 plus x square, dx by 1 plus x square is already reduced into minus dt. So we can write minus dt there. We can write minus dt there. You get it right? Then minus integral e raised to t. I'm going to rearrange these terms, that is 1 plus cot square t minus cot t dt. Okay, listen, you know this equation, right? This is from your 11th trigonometry, that is 1 plus cot square t is equal to cosec square t. Then we can replace that. Here you will get minus integral e raised to t, 1 plus cot square t become what? Cosec square t minus cot t dt. And finally I'm going to take this negative into that bracket. What you will get? E raised to integral t. This negative will make this positive thing to negative. That happens, then negative cosec square t will get. Then if you take this negative into this, it will become positive cot t dt. Listen guys, here another equation we need to apply, that is, you can see this is f of x, and what about this one? If cot t is f of x, what is the derivative of cot t with respect to t? Derivative of cot t with respect to t is minus cosec square t. So this is f dash of x actually. This is f of x and this is f dash of x. Now another equation comes here, that is, I'm going to write that equation in the here. If integral e raised to x into f of x plus f dash of x dx, then the answer will be e raised to x into f of x plus c. Okay, if e raised to x into f of x plus f dash of x dx is there, then then the answer will be e raised to x into that function, a function plus derivative of that function is there, and that is multiplied with the e raised to x. Then the answer will be, the integral answer will be e raised to x dx, e raised to x f of x plus c. Then listen here guys, listen, here the function is this and the derivative of function is also there, and it is multiplied with the e raised to t. Then what will be the answer? The answer will be e raised to t f of x or f of t, that is cot t. You can represent this x as t also. Ready? Plus c, that is your answer. And we can replace that t with we can replace this t with what? T is cot inverse x, right? So I'm going to write the answer here, because the final answer I will be equal to e raised to cot inverse x and e raised to cot inverse x into cot t. What is cot t? Cot t is cot inverse x plus c. That's your answer. Here e raised to cot inverse x. This cot and this cot will be cancelled off. Then what you will get? X, right? And the final answer can be written in this form: x into e raised to cot inverse x plus c. That's all. Hope you get this right. Okay, all good. The final answer is x into e raised to cot inverse x. Listen here. This method is called integration by substitution. Here we put t is equal to cot inverse x, and we also find x here because we need to substitute this and this x as cot t. After that, dx by 1 plus x square is replaced with minus dt. Then you will get this expression. From here we apply some trigonometry here. 1 plus cot square t is equal to cosec square t. Then we will take this negative into the brackets, and we can find this is f of t and this is f dash of t, or f of x plus f dash of x. If e raised to x, integral e raised to x into f of x plus f dash of x is there, then the answer will be e raised to x into f of x. Ready? Here our answer is e raised to t cot t plus c. Then the final answer, the d is replaced with what? Cot inverse x, and then t is replaced with what? Cot inverse x. Then the cot and cot inverse will be cancelled off, and the x will be there. X into e raised to cot inverse x plus c is the final answer. Okay, hope you get this. Okay, all good? All good? Sonu, Sadiq, Dreamcatcher is here. Ready? Will you please share this link to your friends also? Then it will be a great motivation for us to do these problems. Okay? Yes. Thank you, Sadiq. Okay. We can go for the next question. This question is also, there is a little bit substitution. But it's most of this part is based on this question is based on integration by partial fraction. That is a second method of integration. There is three methods of integration. First one is integration by substitution, second one is integration by partial fraction, third one integration by parts. We will discuss all these things, okay, all these topics. Here we are going to discussing about integration by partial fraction. But before that we need to substitute something, that is t is equal to root x. We are going to substitute t is equal to root x. Then what is the derivative of t? dt by dx. What is the derivative of root x? That is 1 by 2 root x. That is 1 by 2 root x. Here we can take this 2 to that side. 2 dt will be equal to what? This dx will also come here, 1 by root x into dx. That's all. That's all the substitution. Then what happens to the integration? I is equal to integral this dx by root x. What happens to the dx by root x? Dx by root x become 2 times dt. The 2 will be taken outside the integration, and 1 by dx by root x will be written as 2 into dt. Then what about this root x? Root x become t, right? So this is t plus 1 and another one, that is t plus 2. Ready? From this step onwards we are going to do integration by partial fraction. Do you know integrals? Sonu is asking Sadiq that do you know integrals? Actually they are making family here. Okay, at least that will happen here. Anyway, 1 by t plus 1 into t plus 2 is equal to, this is our function. This is the function we want to partial fraction. We want to do partial fraction. So when we do partial fraction, if you are having a function with the denominators as two factors, then you can write that two factors by as a by t plus 1 plus b by t plus 2. If there is three factors in the denominator, at the denominator, what you will do? You will do a by t plus 1 plus b by t plus 2 plus c by t plus whatever, any constant. Okay, then what we will do? We will multiply this entire equation with t plus 1 into t plus 2. What happens to the left side? T plus 1 into t plus 2 by t plus 1 into t plus 2 become 1, and t plus 1 into t plus 2 by t plus 1 become a into t plus 2. I am multiplying all the equation, all the left side and right side of the equation with the denominator of the left side, that is t plus 1 into t plus 2. Then what happens to here? b into t plus 1. So we need to find the value of a and b from here, and we need to put that in here, and we can integrate it very easily. So what we will do? We can put t is equal to minus 2 here. We can put t is equal to minus 2. What about t is equal to minus 2? When you put t is equal to minus 2 here, minus 2 plus 2 becomes 0, right? Then this whole thing becomes 0. 0 into a becomes 0. So 1 is equal to 0 when t is equal to minus 2. 1 is equal to 0 plus minus 2 plus 1. What is minus 2 plus 1? That is minus 1, right? Minus 1 into b become minus b. Therefore b become minus 1. So now we get b, right? Now we need a, right? So if you want a, you can put t is equal to minus 1 here. When you put t is equal to minus 1 there, this term will become 0 and you can find a here. Then what happens? When t is equal to minus 1, 1 is equal to minus 1 plus 2 is 1. 1 into a become a. This all term becomes 0 plus 0. Then a is equal to 1. Now we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 1. Then I is equal to 2 into integral. I is equal to 2 into integral 1 by t plus 1 into t plus 2. This function can be replaced by this. That is a by t plus 1. Here a is 1, then 1 by t plus 1. 1 by t plus 1. Then b, what is b? b is minus 1, right? So minus 1 by t plus 2 into d into dt. Now listen guys. Here we need an equation. Integral 1 by x dx is equal to log x plus c, guys. This is what we have done at the first question actually. So integral 1 by x dx is equal to log x plus c. So then integral 1 by t plus 1. What happens to integral 1 by t plus 1? It is in the form of 1 by x, right? So if this x is replaced with the t plus 1, what happens? This all x is also replaced with the t plus 1 because it is differentiating with respect to t. Then what happens? It will get log mod t plus 1. We can write this like this because the derivative of t plus 1 is 1. Otherwise we have to divide the constant. If there is 2t, what is the derivative of 2t plus 1? It is 2, right? So we have to divide that 2 also if that is like that. Here it is like this. So minus 1 by t plus 2. Integral 1 by t plus 2 is log mod t plus 2. Log mod t plus 2 plus c. So that which is equal to 2 log. This is log a minus log b, right? What is log a minus log b? That is a by b, t plus 1 by t plus 2. Log a minus log b is log a by b. And finally 2 log, we need to re-substitute that thing that we have already substituted, that is t is equal to root x. We can replace this t with root x plus 1 by root x plus 2 plus c. That's your answer. Did you get it? Did you get it? Integrals kind of mental. For bro. Mbappe is better, right? Anyway, yes, got it. Okay, you got it right. Sadiq, you get it. Okay, Sonu also got it. Okay. Krit, what about Krit? Okay, shall I move to the next one? Can I move to the next one, guys? Ready? Give me some thumbs up. Even I got it. Even Krit also got it. All right. Okay, ready. That's crazy. Okay, anyway, we can go to the next one, right? The next one is integral 0 to pi by 2 e raised to x sin x. There is two types of integration. One is definite integration. Another one is indefinite integration. Listen guys. In definite integration, there will be some limit, integral a to b f of x dx. In indefinite integration, there will not be any limit. In the sense of answers, the answer of an indefinite integral will be a function. The answer of a definite integral will be a numerical value. Okay? So here, in this question, we have a limit. So it is a definite integral. Ready? So we should have some numerical value or a constant value sometimes we will not able to convert e raised to 3, e raised to 5 to a particular value, e raised to pi by 2. I think the answer of this one will include e raised to pi by 2. We don't need to find e raised to pi by 2, what is the value of e raised to pi by 2. We just only need to write that e raised to pi by 2 there. So these are the different kind. I think you all know about this because this is the end of the integrals, right? This is the end of this year, right? You are going to write the examination, so you must know about this. Okay, then I can move to this one. Actually, before doing this, I have told you before that there is 3 types of differentiation, the method of finding integrals, that are integration by substitution, integration by partial fraction, and integration by parts. So now we are going to discuss the topic integration by parts. So I am going to write an equation here. If there is 2 functions, I'm going to write the equation right here. Listen. If there is 2 functions, integral f of x into g of x dx. This is function 1. This is function 2. Then the integration by parts is first function into integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second function all dx. Let's see. Listen. I think you all know this one. Yes sir, understood. Okay, that's for the previous question. I think f of x into integral g of x dx, first function into integral of second function. That is a good way to learn this. First function into integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second function dx plus c. So if 2 functions are multiplied together and then you need to find the integrals, then you have to use this equation. This equation is what we say integration by parts. Okay, then here you can see there is 2 functions that is multiplied together. So here we need to use the code also. That what was that code? ILATE. What is the meaning of ILATE? Inverse trigonometric, logarithmic, algebraic, trigonometric, exponential. The exponential is the last one. So we take this as the second function, this as the first function. Ready? First, we will not take the limit. We only take the indefinite part of the integration. I think I should write it a little bit there. We should write the indefinite part. We will not write the definite part. Why? We will not write the definite part because after calculating the indefinite part, we can put the limit there. That is a good way to do this kind of questions, especially for integration by parts, because there is so many inside integration is happening in that particular equation. So listen. Here this is our first function, this is our second function. What was our equation? First function into integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second function. That was our equation. Then what we will write? First function into, that is sin x into integral of second function, integral of e raised to x dx minus integral of derivative of first function, that is sin x, into integral of second function e raised to x dx. I know you don't want to write integral e raised to x dx because integral e raised to x dx is e raised to x itself. So we can write like this. Listen, sin x into e raised to x, integral of e raised to x is e raised to x minus integral of, what is the derivative of sin x? Derivative of sin x is cos x, right? And integral of e raised to x, that is e raised to x dx. This is our I. So but here again this cos x into e raised to x is coming. So what we will do? We will do again an integration by parts. We will do it again. What we will do? This is our first one. This is our second function. So what we will write? I is equal to sin x into e raised to x minus, we will put a bracket because there is a negative, we want to open that bracket. So there is some other addition and subtraction is happening inside this bracket, therefore we have to put the bracket there. So The first function is cos x. Integral of second function, that is e raised to x. We don't want to write like this, okay? So minus integral of derivative of cos x, that is minus sin x, into integral of e raised to x, that is e raised to x dx. Listen guys, you see this? Listen, that is integral e raised to x sin x dx. Integral e raised to x sin x dx. That is I itself. That is I itself. So I'm going to open this bracket here. Listen, I is equal to sin x into e raised to x. Sin x into e raised to x. Opening bracket with this negative cos x into e raised to x. Negative cos x into e raised to x. And this negative and the negative will become, the negative and negative will become positive, and while we are opening with the negative, it will become a negative again, and this thing is I. I'm going to write it as I. That is the question itself. This negative I will go to this side. There is a plus c, okay guys. Then this negative I will be go to this side. What you will get? I plus I, that is 2i. You can take this e raised to x outside, e raised to x. Then what you will get? Sin x minus cos x plus c. Then what is I? I is e raised to x by 2 sin x minus cos x plus c. Now it's a indefinite integral. There is no limit, but we want to put limit because the question is 0 to pi by 2 e raised to x sin x dx. Okay, what we will do? We will do integral 0 to pi by 2 e raised to x sin x dx is equal to, what is the answer of integral e raised to x sin x dx? That is e raised to x by 2 into sin x minus cos x, and we will put the limit here, that is 0 to pi by 2. Ready? First of all, we have to apply the upper limit. We have to put the pi by 2 for these all x. What you will get? E raised to pi by 2 by 2. Then what is the value of sin pi by 2? Sin pi by 2 is 1. What is the value of cos pi by 2? That is 0. Then minus, when you first you will put the upper limit, then you put the lower limit, minus lower limit, that is when you put 0, e raised to 0 by 2. What is the value of sin 0? That is 0. What is the value of cos 0? That is 1. That's all. Listen, e raised to I by 2 by 2 into 1 is e raised to pi by 2 by 2, and e raised to 0 is 1, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into negative 1, negative 1 by 2, and this negative also positive 1 by 2, and the final answer is e raised to pi by 2 plus 1 all divided by 2. That is your final answer. Okay, I discussed this question in this manner because we want to discuss the integration by parts. There is another way, using a property, that is integral 0 to a f of x dx. There is another property, integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. If you done in this way or that way, you will get the marks, but right now I need to explain this question because I need to explain the integration by parts. Also I need to give you some idea about putting the upper limit and lower limit. That's why I took this question in this manner. Okay, and also we are going to do some other question with this kind of property also. Okay, so I think you get this right. Okay, everyone, all good? All of you, give me some replies. Understood? Okay, we can go for the next one. Okay, you can use this property also. Okay, only for this question because I need to explain the integration by parts with some other concepts, with some idea of taking I to that side, getting the question inside the integration. That kind of stuff is in this particular question. That's why I took this question like this. Okay, so we can go for next question. That is, okay, this question is based on some results. We know integral 1 by x square plus a square is equal to 1 by a tan inverse x by a, right? Like that, plus like that we have some 5 equation also, like integral 1 by x square minus a square dx, integral 1 by a square minus x square dx, that is and integral 1 by root of x square plus a square, integral 1 by root of x square minus a square, that kind of equation. I will put that in the description because we don't have that much time to discuss all the equation, all kind of questions. Now I will give you this model. Learning this model, you can do any question from this part for using these 6 equations. Listen here. If you get a question like this and you are not able to factorize the denominator, if you can factorize the denominator, you can go for integration by partial fraction. If there is 2 factors, you can put a by that one factor plus b by another factor, and you can find a plus b. After that, you can directly integrate. But if you are not able to factorize this denominator, what you will do? We can do like this. We can do x square minus 6x is there, right? Plus 13. Here x square minus 6x. After that, we want to do the complete square method. That is, what is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is minus 6, or we will only take 6. What is half of that? That is 3. We add the square of that and subtract the square of that. Now there is no change in this equation because I added one thing and I subtracted one thing. Now this whole term become what? That become x minus 3 the whole square. That become x minus 3 the whole square, and here is 9 minus 9 plus 3, that is 4. That 4 can be written as x square, 2 square. So now I can write x square minus 6x plus 13 in the form of x minus 3 the whole square plus 2 square. That's like what? It is integral 1 by, I'm replacing this whole thing with this. What happens? X minus 3 the whole square plus 2 square dx. Listen guys. Now this x is replaced with what? X minus 3, and this a is replaced with what? 2. So now we need to replace this a with 2. This x is replaced with x minus 3, and this a should be replaced with 2. Then what will be the answer? What will be the answer? 1 by 2 tan inverse x. X is replaced with what? X minus 3 by, what is the value of a? That is 2 plus c. That's all. Listen, if you know this equation, if you know the 6 equations, you only need to do this completing square method. Then you will get the value for x and a. After that, you can directly put that value in that equation. You will get the answer straight, and you will get 3 marks also. Okay, did you get it right? Ready? All good? All good guys? Nice. Oh, Sadiq is already given the equation in the comment. The result, the final answer in the comment. 1 by 2 tan inverse x minus 3 by 2. Nice. Adipoli sir. You are. Good. Then we can go for the next one, right? Next one is a straight question, because what is the integral sec square x dx? It is tan x plus e, right? It is tan x plus e, right? So from here you can see integral 0 to pi by 6 sec square x minus pi by 6 dx. What about integral sec square x dx? What about integral sec square x dx? Integral sec square x dx is tan x, but it is not x. It's actually x minus pi by 6. What is the derivative of this? X minus pi by 6. Derivative of x minus pi by 6 is, derivative of x is 1, pi by 6 is a constant, therefore that is 0. X minus 1 minus 0 is 1. We have to divide it 1 by 1. We don't need to do that. If there is 2x, what is the derivative of this? It become derivative of this become 2, then we have to divide it with 2. If it is any constant into x, we have to divide it with the constant c. That's a short way of doing that kind of integration. Then we have to put the upper limit and lower limit. Then what you will get? You have to put the upper limit first for the x. Tan pi by 6 minus pi by 6. The upper limit is pi by 6. When it comes here, pi by 6 minus pi by 6 become what? 0. Upper limit minus lower limit. When you put lower limit, what happens? Tan 0 minus pi by 6, that is minus pi by 6. What about tan minus x, guys? What about tan minus x? Tan minus x is minus tan x, right? It is from 11th. So tan 0 is 0 minus tan minus pi by 6 become minus tan pi by 6. Minus minus become positive. Tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. And the final answer is 1 by root 3. Yeah, option A. Right, option A. Did you get the answer? What about Gabby, Yuva, Sadiq, Noronha? What was your name? Sam. Did you get the answer? Yes. Good. Nice. So shall we move to the next question? Shall we move to the next question, guys? All good? Everybody's there, right? Okay. Well, we can go to the next question. Listen. It's also a question that is dealing with definite integrals, because there is a limit. Then we can write like this. Also, we need to know some log properties. Log A minus log B is equal to what? Log A by B. Log A minus log B is equal to log A by B. So here 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2. This is log A, this is log B. Then log A minus log B will be equal to log A by B sin x by 2 cos x dx. So what will be the answer? Integral 0 to pi by 2 log sin x by cos x become tan x, right? Then there is 1 by 2. Here we are going to use the property that I have been discussed before, that is integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to, this is the most important property. I'm damn sure that it will ask you for the next examination, the public exam, the board examination. So integral 0 to a f of x dx will be equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay, well, you are using this here, what you will get, this is our I, but you will get integral 0 to pi by 2 log of tan. This x is replaced with what? A minus x. What is A? A is pi by 2. And what you will get? Pi by 2 minus x dx, which is equal to, our I will be equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 log half tan pi by 2 minus x is cot x. Here now we have two i's. One is in terms of tan x, another one is in terms of cot x. When you add these together, you will get 2i. 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, tan this log of this one, log of 1 in terms of tan x plus 1 in terms of cot x, that is log of cot x dx. Okay, ready? Good. Then 2i will be equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 log a plus log b. What is log a plus log b? Log a plus log b will be equal to log a into b, right? So then what you will get? Log a, here the a is half tan x and the b is half cot x, log a into log b dx. Ready? Then 2i will be equal to what? Integral 0 to pi by 2 log of half into half become what? 1 by 4. Tan x into cot x. Tan x is sin x by cos x. Cot x is cos x by sin x. This will be cancels off, you will get 1 into dx. So now 2i is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 log half dx. Listen carefully. 2i is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 log 1 by 4 dx. That's it. 2i is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 log 1 by 4 dx. Then 2i is equal to, we can take this constant term because log 1 by 4 is a constant term. We can take that log 1 by 4 outside. You will get integral 0 to pi by 2 dx, right? What is the integral of dx? What is the integral of dx? That is x to the limit 0 to pi by 2. Then what you will get? Log 1 by 4. First we will put to the upper limit. Otherwise, the integral of dx with the definite integral is the difference between the limits. That is pi by 2 minus 0. Upper limit is pi by 2 minus 0. That is your 2i. That is your 2i. Then 2i will be equal to pi by 2 times log 1 by 4. And finally this 2 comes here. You will get I is equal to pi by 4 times log 1 by 4. That's it. That is your answer. This is how you have to apply the property. Integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x. Hope you all get this right. Ready? Listen, I'll explain it again. Here log a minus log b, that is log a by b. This sin x by cos x become tan x, half tan x. Then you will apply this property. This x will be replaced by what? Pi by 2 minus x, that is a minus x. Here a is pi by 2, then a minus x is pi by 2 minus x. Tan pi by 2 minus x become cot x. What is sin pi by 2 minus x? It's cos x. What is cos pi by 2 minus x? That is sin x. So tan pi by 2 minus x, cot x. Now we have two i's. We can add these two I. You will get integral 0 to pi by 2. The first one with tan and another one with cot. Then log a plus log b is what? Log a into b. Log half tan x into half cot x. Tan x and cot x will be cancelled off. And half into half become 1 by 4 dx. After that, we will take the 1 by 4 outside. Integrate dx. 0 to pi by 2. Upper limit pi by 2 minus 0. What you will get? Pi by 2 times log 1 by 4. Then the 2 comes over there. You will get 1 by pi by 4 log 1 by 4. That's the final answer. All good, right? So I know these formulas are very hard, but all I want to know is how long is yours when you are no. We will complete it in, this is our last question in this chapter, integrals. Okay, listen. Here also we are going to apply an property. Listen, that is, if you want to integrate, I'm going to write the property in the side because we need this part. Listen carefully. Here the property is integral a to b f of x dx. If there is a point between a and b, that is c, then a to c f of x dx and c to b f of x dx can be done. We can split the integration into two parts. If there is a point between a and c, we can split the integration from a to c, then c to b. That's what we are going to do here. Before doing that, we need to know little about, listen, the mode. If this is the number line and this is 0, ready? Then if you put the mode function in this particular number line, the right side will be x and the left side will be minus x. Why that? If you put 1 in the mode function, it will give it back. The 1 will give it back. What about 2? The 2 will be given back. What about 3? 3 will be given back. What you put, that's what you will get back. But if you put negative 1 here, what happens? The mode function change that negative into positive. Who can change the negative to positive? Only negative can change the negative to positive. So right side of the 0, the mode function will be x, and left side of the 0, the mode function will be negative x. Only negative x can change the negative value to the positive. When you put negative 1 here, this negative, and then that negative will get into positive. That's how the mode works. So I'm telling you that the mode function have two behaviors. one positive behavior, one negative behavior that changes from 0, right side of 0 to left side of 0. And then listen carefully. Here you can see there is another mode function is there, 3 minus x. When this function gets 0, when you put 3 here, this function gets 0. So here I'm showing you when after 3, what values you can put for that function, that is 4, right? When you put 4 here, this 3 minus 4 become negative, right? That negative can be changed to positive by putting a negative sign in front of it. Okay, I'm going to write an equation negative 3 minus x here. Also from here to there, what is that? It is positive 3 minus x. When you put a number at left side of 3, let's see 2, 3 minus 2 become 1, right? We don't want to make it positive. If you put minus 5, what happens? 3 minus 5 become positive 8. We don't want to change the sign. So here we need to change that. That's why we put 0 negative here. At the left side, you don't want to change the sign. That's why we are not putting any sign here. Okay, I think you get it. Ready? Now I'm going to write. I want to integrate from 1 to 4. Let's see, 1 is here and 4 is here. I want to integrate from 1 to 4. What happens then? Here, from 1 to 3, the functions are like this, x and 3 minus x. From 1 to 3, the function is like what? From 1 to 3, the mode function is x, and the mode 3 minus function is, till 3, the function is 3 minus x dx. Plus from 3 to 4, you can see after 0, this function is same for all positive numbers. Then here you can see this function become what? X plus, and this function become what? That is minus 3 minus x dx. And finally you can cancel these things off. Then what you will get? You can take this 3 outside. 3 into integral 1 to 3 dx plus integral 3 to 4 x minus 3 plus x dx. And finally 3 into integral 1 to 3 dx plus integral x plus x become 2x minus 3 to 4 dx. What is the integral of x? That is x dx, that is x 1 to 3 plus what is the integral of 2x? You can take the 2 outside. What is the integral of x? That is x square by 2 minus what is the integral of 3? You can take the 3 outside and you can integrate dx, that you will get x. So you can put the limit 3 to 4 and the final answer is here. Listen carefully. That is, you can put the upper limit first, 3 minus the lower limit, and finally you can cancel these two, and what you will get? The upper limit 4 square 16 minus 3 into 4, that is 12, minus the lower limit 9 minus 9. So now this will cancels off. What you will get? 3 minus 1, that is 2. 2 into 3, 6 minus 4, you will get 2. 2 is your answer. 6 plus 4. Actually 6 plus 4, you will get what? It is 6 plus 4. 6. 2 minus 1 is 2. 2 into 3, 6. And 16 minus 12 is 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, that is your final answer. I think you got the answer. Hope you get it. Yes, get it. Ready? Okay, then that's all this chapter. We have discussed the first part, that is direct integration. What is the meaning of integration? I'm going for the first slide. Actually, we have just discussed the meaning of integration, that is the derivative of a function, then we integrate it again. The integration and differentiation will be cancelled off, and then you will get f of x. And for this question, you can integrate both sides, you will get the answer. And this is a direct integration. Just the idea of this integration is you want to multiply and divide it with the conjugate. And next one is by substitution. You can put the substitution and simplify, and there is one another equation that I have given you, that is integral e raised to x into f of x plus f dash of x is e raised to x f of x. Then the next one is integration by partial fraction, and the next one is integration by parts, and the next one is using some special equations, integral 1 by 1 x square plus a square, and other 5 equations. I will put the link in the description. And it's a type of definite integral. We can find the integral directly. And next one is using property. We are discussing about property because we can simplify and apply the property. Integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to f of a minus x, and we can find the answer. And the final one, that is using we can split the integral if we need. You have to know about the mode function. That's all, guys. Okay, then I'm going to, the next session will be carried on by our super faculty Fairuza, the 3D and vectors. Hope you all write the exam well. See you tomorrow with another chapter, that is matrices and determinants. Okay, bye. See you there. Bye.
Good evening, fellas. I know that you people are well boosted with the topic of narration by Master Fairul Rahman. And I think this is the perfect opportunity for me to give you the revision capsule for the topic vectors and 3D. So shall we have a start? Let's see. Question number 1. Distance of the point PQR from y-axis. And one more thing, before getting the vectors, let me focus on 3D. Okay? The distance of the point PQR from y-axis. Gentlemen, tell me what is the answer. Distance of a point PQR from y-axis. People, if the question is from y-axis, then tell me what are the coordinates. The coordinates discussed over here, P, Q, R. If it is from y-axis, then take the other two, P and R, that is P square plus R square root of P square plus R square. If the distance of PQ from Z-axis is being asked, then the answer will be from Z-axis is being asked, the answer will be root of Z. So the other two, that is root of P square plus Q square. Similarly, you can say if the distance is asking from y-axis, what would be the answer? Root of, from x-axis. From x-axis, what is the answer? Root of Q square plus R square. This is the distance from the axis, either x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. Now, similar to this parameter, you must also need to remember what is the distance of a point from the plane, from the xy plane, from the yz plane, from the zx plane. Okay, for example, if the question is that what is the distance of the point PQR, from xy plane. If the distance is asking from the xy plane, then go for the z coordinate, that is our units will be the answer. If the question is that what is the distance of the point PQR from xz plane, zx plane, then go for zx, go for the term other than z and x coordinate, that is the y coordinate, which is equal to q. Similarly, you can also tell me what is the distance of the point from which plane, yz plane, which will be the x coordinate, that is p. So people, the logic is very simple. You must need to answer the MCQ question that can be asked in this way. What is the distance of a point from any of the three axes and any of the three planes? Got it? Okay, Dana? Fine. Moving to the next question. Question number 2. If a line makes an angle of 90 degree, 60 degree respectively with the positive direction of x, y axis, find the angle which it makes with positive direction of z axis. So people, here we are talking about an angle made by a line with x, y and z axis. So please tell me what is the logic or the concept behind the angle with line. We learned that if I'm having a line, the angle made by this line with respect to x, y, z are alpha, beta, gamma, which are known as the direction angles. That is the angle made by this line with respect to positive x-axis, positive y-axis, positive z-axis. Now, in this question it was given that the value of alpha is equal to what? 90 degree. The value of beta is equal to 60 degree. Now tell me what is gamma. Gamma is the angle at which we are supposed to find the angle which it makes with the positive direction of z-axis. So the question is that tell me what is value of gamma. So gentlemen, whenever a question of this kind is being asked, you must need to find the empirical relationship that connects the three of these angles. What is that? The formula is that cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. The sum of squares of cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, which are known as the DCS, direction cosines of a line, is always equal to unity 1. I repeat, the sum of squares of direction cosines, that is L square plus M square plus N square, cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma, or the sum of squares of direction cosines of the angles. What angle is the direction angle is always equal to 1. Here it is given that alpha 90, beta 60. If you substitute these parameters over here, you'll be getting cos square 90 plus cos square 16 plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. People tell me what is cos 16? Cos 16 will be 1 by 2. Therefore, cos square will be 1 by 4. Now, what is cos 19? Cos 0 is 1. Cos 90 is equal to 0. Therefore, 0 square plus 1 by 4 plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. People, this enable us to understand that if you bring this 1 by 4 over here, this will be 1 minus 1 by 4. 1 minus quarter. There will be 3 quarters left. I can say that from this expression, the value of cos square gamma is equal to 3 by 4. Or simply, cos gamma is equal to, what is the value of cos gamma? Cos gamma is equal to root of this thing. What is that? This will become root 3 by 2. Which means that the value of gamma is equal to cos inverse root 3 by 2. Please tell me at what angle does the gamma cos value becomes root 3 by 2? It is equal to 30 degree. Which means that the angle made by this line with respect to the positive z axis is equal to 30 degree. Okay? Fine. Excellent, guys. All right, people. People, if you know this formula, this concept can be asked in different ways. This is one of the favorite formula for CBSE board examination. They will ask or they utilize this formula, they will exploit this formula in different ways. If the value of cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma value is equal to 1, then tell me what is the value of sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma. What is the value of this stuff? Now, if you know what is cos square alpha, cos square beta, cos square gamma, then tell me what is the value of cos 2 alpha, cos 2 beta, cos 2 gamma. People, tell me what is the answer. What is the value of sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma? This will be always equal to 2. Never forget that. Learn this as a property. Why? It was found that cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is always equal to 1. Now, based on the formula that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. People, from this equation, tell me what is cos square. Cos square is equal to, bring the sin square over here. Therefore, 1 minus sin square theta. So, this guy will be converted into 1 minus sin square alpha. And similarly, this person will be converted to 1 minus sin square beta. And this guy will be converted into 1 minus sin square gamma. The sum of all these is equal to what? 1. People, tell me what is sum of these structures. See, 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 3. Now, minus sin square alpha, minus sin square beta, minus sin square gamma. You can take minus sign outside so that here it comes sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma. This is equal to 1. People, if you bring this minus term to this side, you will be getting what? The end thing which we are talking. And this side will be 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. Got it? So remember, the value of this is always equal to 2. Similarly, you can also answer what is the value of this structure. Cos 2 alpha, cos 2 beta, cos 2 gamma. People, tell me what is the expression of cos 2 theta. We learned 3 formulas. What are they? Tell me what are the different formulas you learned. 3 formulas are cos square theta minus sin square theta, or 2 cos square theta minus 1, or 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So here I'm going to use this one. Which one? 2 cos square theta minus 1. So cos 2 alpha will come 2 cos square alpha minus 1. And similarly, this guy will be converted to 2 cos square beta minus 1. And this guy will be converted to 2 cos square gamma minus 1. Now please tell me what is the value of this one. 2 cos square alpha plus 2 cos square beta plus 2 cos square gamma can be put together so that you can take 2 outside, so that this will become 2 times cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma, whose value was found to be equal to what? 1. Minus, there will be minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, which will be sum up to minus 3. This is equal to, what is the answer, people? 2 into 1, 2, 2 minus 3, the answer is equal to minus 1. So the logic is very simple. Once you know the formula, the sum of squares of direction cosines of the angle is equal to 1, then based on that thing, you can have different trigonometric formula. See, if you see the pattern, 2015 this question is being asked, 2021-22 is also the question asked. So you can expect a question of the same kind for 2024. Alright? Alright, Yuva, Johan, Sanush, Muhammad, Sadiq, Gabbi, Sean. Fine guys, fine, cool. Can I go for the next question? People, all these are the basic questions you can expect. Now, find the Cartesian equation of the line which passes through the point. A point is given and parallel to a line which is given by this Cartesian equation. People, you must need to know what exactly we are learning in the chapter 3D. After learning DCS, DRS and DS of a line, we are learning two things. The first one is equation of a line. And the next one is angle between lines. And finally, one more thing. What is that? The distance between lines. So that we are getting to know more about what exactly the line in the three-dimensional space. I think you learned what exactly the line in two-dimensional space in the chapter number 10, straight lines in the class 11th. In 12th, you are learning the same thing, line in 3D in detail. Now, please tell me what are the two cases you are learning, equation of the line. Two cases. Case 1, what is the equation of the line if it passes through a point and its direction vector are given? What is the equation of a line if it passes through 2 points? This is case 2. These are the two cases which you are learning for formulating the equation of the line. So here, in this case, the point is given. Now what we need is that we need either a point or a direction vector. If you get another point, you can go for 2 point, case 2. If another direction vector is given or the parallel vector is given, then you can go for case 1. So here, here we can go for which one? Case number 1. Which says that the equation of line will be vector r is equal to vector a plus lambda times vector b in the vector form, and x minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 by b is equal to z minus z1 by c in Cartesian form. This is the vector form equation and this is the Cartesian form equation. Now people, in this question, the value of x1, y1, z1 through which the line passes, it is given as x1, y1, z1 is given as minus 2, 4, minus y. Now, what is this a, b, c? What exactly is this a, b, c? People, these are the scalar compound of the direction vector. See, if vector b is a direction vector which is given by a I cap, b j cap plus c k cap, then the scalar compound, that is a, b, c, are the parameters which we substitute under the term of x minus something, or y minus something, or z minus something. So here, what is the direction? Here, the direction of the line is given by this term. See, they are asking about find the line which is parallel to this line. So the direction of this line is same as the direction of this guy. People, tell me what is the direction of this guy. Here, 3, 5, 6 are the compound of direction vector of this line. Therefore, this will become 3 I cap plus 5 j cap plus 6 k cap. Therefore, this will become x minus something by something, y minus something by something, z minus something by something. So people, tell me what are those something. x1, y1, z1 are the coordinates of the point -2, 4, -5. Therefore, this will become -2, 4, -5. Now, what is A, B, C? A, B, C are 3, 5, 6. Therefore, this will become 3, 5, 6. People, I got the answer. This is the equation of the line in Cartesian form. All right. Any doubts, guys? Show that the two lines intersect. Also find their point of intersection. This is something very, very important. How to find the point of intersection? You will be given two lines. They will be asking whether the two lines are intersecting or not. If so, tell me what is the point of intersection. Gentlemen, this part is something very, very easy. But before getting to that, you must need to learn a simple logic which is known as general point of a line. General point of a line. What do you mean general point? People, if I'm having a line like this, there are actually number of points inside this. Point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, point number 4, point number 5. Number of points, infinite number of points. This can be generalized by using a simple expression which is applicable for every point. That point is known as the general point. Let me call this point as x, y, z. Then tell me what is the general point x, y, z for these two lines. Here, they're talking about two lines, line L1 and line L2. Line L1 is given by this term, that is x plus 1 by 3 is equal to y plus 3 by 5 is equal to z plus 5 by 7. Now, L2 is given by x minus 2 by 1 is equal to y minus 4 by 3 is equal to z minus 6 by 5. We learned while defining this equation that this term, the ender term is equal to some constant, say lambda, and this is also equal to constant, but another constant other than lambda. Let me call this by using mu. So, the thing is very simple. Tell me what is the general point of L1, general point of L2. The general point on L1 is given by, people, x, y, z, which is equal to. Guys, how to determine the general point? It is the value of x, y, z. So from this expression, tell me what is the value of x, y, z. See, this is equal to some constant lambda. This is equal to some constant lambda. So x plus 1, 3, x plus 1 by 3 is equal to some lambda. Then tell me what is the value of x, guys. If x plus 1 by 3 is equal to lambda, then x plus 1 is equal to 3 lambda. Therefore, x is equal to what? 3 lambda minus 1. 3 lambda minus 1. Similarly, if y plus 3 by 5 is equal to lambda, then y plus 3 is equal to 5 lambda, or y is equal to what? 5 lambda minus 3. Similarly, I can say the value of z is given by 7 lambda minus 5. People, similarly, you can also interpret what is the general point on L2, that is x, y, z. Guys, tell me what is general point on L2. L2 will become something which is equal to mu. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 1 mu plus 2. That is mu plus 2. Now, what about this guy? This will become 3 mu plus 4. This will become 5 mu plus 6. Got it? Now, what is the point of finding the general point? Guys, general point is a point that can be anywhere, represented anywhere. So, if lambda is equal to some value, this can be this guy. If lambda is equal to another value, this guy will be this guy. So, if lambda is equal to some another value, this guy will become another value. So, it can be represented for any points on the line. Now, what do you mean by point of intersection? Point of intersection means I'm having line L1, another line L2. If they are intersecting each other, it means that sorry. It means that there exists a point P which is known as point of intersection. You can call this by using point P. Now this is a point that is common for every points L1, every point L2. Was it right? This is a point that is present in L1 as well as L2. Yeah, that is the most accurate definition. In that case, please tell me, how do you prove it they are intersecting? If this general point P becoming the point of intersection means the general point on L1 can be point of intersection on a general point of L2 can be the point of intersection. So guys, how do you apply this over here? If you are asked to prove that these guys are intersecting, then remember there are three terms. One X, one Y, one Z. So you have to equate any of the two people here, so that you can get the value of mu and lambda. The so obtained value of mu and lambda has been substituted in the third equation, so that you have to prove them they are equal. Then I can say that they are intersecting. I repeat once again, there are three terms out of which you have to equate any of the two, either this one and this one, or this one or this one. Equate any of the two so that you can find the value of mu and lambda. The so obtained value of mu and lambda are being substituted in the third equation, so that you can solve it and tell me what is the answer. So here, let me substitute these two guys. What are they? Three lambda minus 1 is equal to mu plus 2, and 5 lambda minus 3 is equal to 3 mu plus 4. So people, please simplify this. How to simplify this? You can say that 3 lambda minus mu is equal to, bring the minus 1 here, therefore 2 plus 1, that is 3. You can call this guy as equation number 1. And here I can say that 5 lambda minus 3 mu is equal to, minus 3 will become plus 3, so that 4 plus 3 will become 7. This is equation number 2. Now you got two variables with two equations. So simplify this, solving 1 and 2. Solving 1 and 2. Tell me what is the value. How to solve this, guys? From this equation number 1, the value of mu is equal to what? Mu is equal to, mu is equal to 3 lambda minus 3. So the obtained value of mu you can use in the second equation, so that the second equation will become 5 lambda minus 3 times mu is equal to 7. Now what is mu? Mu is equal to 3 lambda minus 3. Okay, therefore this will become 5 lambda minus 9 lambda plus 9 is equal to 7. From this expression, tell me what is value of lambda. People, what is 5 minus 4? 5 apple minus 9 apple will become minus 4 apple, minus 4 lambda. That minus 4 is taken this side, so this side will become plus 4 lambda. This is equal to 9 minus 7, which is equal to 2, which means lambda is equal to 2 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so you obtain lambda is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore I can say that if lambda, see, if the value of lambda is equal to 1 by 2, then I can say that the value of mu becomes what? 3 times lambda, 3 times 1 by 2, 3 by 2 minus 3. What is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3? 3 by 2 minus 3. 3 by 2 will become 1.5. 1.5 minus 3 will become minus 1.5, or you can say minus 3 by 2. So people, the so obtained value of lambda and mu should be equated in the third variable, third equation, z. So people, tell me what is equation of z here. The equation of z was found to be 7 lambda minus 5 and 5 mu plus 6. These are the values of z here. 7 lambda minus 5 and 5 mu plus 6. Let me substitute, guys. 7 lambda minus 5 and 5 mu plus 6, I think, right? Fine. So the thing is very simple. Substitute the value of lambda which you obtain over here and the value of mu which you obtain here. If you're getting the answer as the same, which means that they are intersecting. Okay, people tell me what is value of this one. On substituting lambda is equal to 1 by 2, this will become 7 by 2 minus 5. What is 7 by 2? 3.5. 3.5 minus 5 will become minus 1 point, which will be minus 3 by 2. Half of 3. Now what about this one? 5 into minus 3 by 2 will become minus 15 by 2. What is that? What is that? Minus 15 by 2. Half of 15. 7.5. Minus 7.5 plus 6 will become minus 1.5. Is again minus 3 by 2. So you people, you came to know that the value of z was found to be the same, which means that they are intersecting. This is the conclusion. Now, once you got they are intersecting, now tell me what is the point of intersection. Here I can say that point of intersection is that point on L2 where mu is equal to minus 3 by 2. Or I can also define the same point of intersection. It is the point on L1 where lambda is equal to 1 by 2. So you can substitute either this guy or this guy on this equation. Lambda is equal to 1 by 2 or mu is equal to minus 3 by 2. People, then will tell me what is this general point x, y, z over here and general point x, y, z over here. If lambda is equal to 1 by 2 over here, this will become, tell me what happened here. This will become 3 into 1 by 2, 3 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 1 will become 1 by 2. Now, comma, 5 into 1 by 2, half of 5 will be 2.5. 2.5 minus 3 will become minus 0.5 minus 1 by 2. Now this will become 7 into 1 by 2. What is 7 into 1 by 2? 7 by 2, that is 3.5. 3.5 minus 5 will become minus 1.5, that is minus 3 by 2. Okay, now tell me what happened if you substitute mu is equal to minus 3 by 2 over this equation. This will become minus 3 by 2 plus 2, that is minus 1.5 plus 2 will become plus 0.5 plus 1 by 2. Now what about this one? 3 into minus 3 by 2 will become minus 9 by 2, which means minus 4.5 plus 4, which will be minus 0.5, that is minus 1 by 2. Now what about this guy? 5 into minus 3 will be minus 15 by 2, which will be minus 7.5. Minus 1.5 plus 6 will become minus 1.5, that is minus 3 by 2. Ladies and gentlemen, here we came to know that these two people are the same. What is the meaning of that? Because it is that point on L1 where lambda becomes 1 by 2 and is that point on mu on L2 where mu becomes minus 3 by 2, so that they are intersecting on each other, so that they are present as a common element, common term on both lines. Got it? So learn what is the method of showing them intersecting and finding the point of intersection. Guys, any doubts? Clear? Any doubts for you? Fine. See, this is how we are utilizing the concept of general point. So, this is actually one application of general point. Once you go to the general point, you can utilize this concept of general point for finding the point of intersection. Now, let me show you another advantage. Okay? Find the coordinates of the point where the line through the points, what are the points? 1, 1, 8 and 5, 2, 10 crosses the ZX plane. So you're having a line. This line is passing through 2 points. What are they? 1, 1, 8 and 5, 2, 10. Now the question is that the line passing through these 2 points are crossing with ZX plane. Then tell me what is the coordinate of that point on that line which is crossing the ZX plane. People, here also you have to tell me what is the general point. I repeat, general point. This is the second application of general point. You have to tell me what is x, y, z. If you want to tell me what is the general point x, y, z, first of all you need to formulate what is the equation of the line. See, here the equation of line is not given directly. Instead, the condition for formulating the equation of two lines are given as it is passing through 2 points. If it is passing through 2 points, tell me then what is the equation of line, guys? Yeah. You can follow the Cartesian equation, which will be equation of line L will be x minus x1 by x2 minus x1, which is equal to y minus y1 by y2 minus y1, which is equal to z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. So this will become x minus something by something, y minus something by something, z minus something by something. People, tell me how to find how to substitute over there. x1, y1, z1, the first coordinate 1, 1, 8. Now what is this? x2 minus x1, 5 minus 1 will become 4. 2 minus 1, 1. The last guy is 10. 10 minus 8. 10 minus 8 will become 2. So you got that this is equal to some constant lambda over here, which is the general equation of line. Now from the general equation of the line, you should be capable enough to formulate what is the general point. How? Tell me the rule which I applied in the earlier case. This will become, if I call this is equal to lambda, then what is value of x? X minus 1 equal to 4, x minus 1 by 4 equal to lambda, or x minus 1 is equal to, equate them, therefore 4 lambda, or x is equal to what? 4 lambda plus 1. Now what is value of y? Y will become 1 lambda plus 1, or simply lambda plus 1. What is value of z? Z will become 2 lambda plus 8. Gentlemen, this is the general point, a point which can be generalized for the entire points in the line. Now, after formulating the general point, tell me what is the peculiarity. They are saying that this line is crossing which plane? The zx plane. Zx plane is a plane formed by z and x axis, where the y coordinate happens to be 0. If it is zx plane, y coordinate is equal to 0, which means this has to be 0. Lambda plus 1 is equal to 0 implies that the value of lambda is equal to minus 1. So if lambda is equal to minus 1, tell me what is the value of the other x and z coordinate, so that I can say what is the general point, the point which is crossing the zx plane. People, what happen if lambda is equal to minus 1? This will become 4 into minus 1 plus 1, that is minus 4 plus 3 will become minus 3. And this guy will be 0. Now this guy will become 2 into minus 1, which will be minus 2 plus 8, that is 6. So this is the point on line where the y coordinate happens to be 0, which means that it is on which plane? It is on zx plane. People, this is another advantage of learning the concept of general point. Clear? Clear, people? Any doubts here? Please respond, people, please. See, the same question can be asked in different ways. Once you get the general point, they will be asking you, instead of the application of y coordinate is equal to 0, instead of applying the y coordinate is equal to 0, they will be saying that, for example, the x coordinate is equal to 3. Then tell me what is the y coordinate and z coordinate. X coordinate becomes 3 means the value of 4 lambda, the value of 4 lambda plus 1 was found to be equal to 4 lambda plus 1 was found to be equal to 3. You substitute this, you'll be getting a value of lambda, so that you can take that value of lambda and substitute in the other two coordinates to obtain the y coordinate and z coordinate. The number of questions have been asked based on that logic. So this is the second application of general point. Okay, so point of intersection. Now this guy. Now third one is that finding the foot of perpendicular and mirror image is another application of what? General point. Let me show you one more question. Find the coordinates of foot of perpendicular drawn from the point P 0, 2, 3 to the line, this one. So people, here in this question, you will be given a point P and a line L, so that I can drop a line to this main line which is inclining at an angle of 90 degree. So this point on the line which is inclining at an angle of 90 degree is known as the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point P. We can call this as P dash, foot of perpendicular. So the question is that how to find the foot of perpendicular. In every question of this kind, you can expect a point and a line. Similarly, whenever you are asking the mirror image, what is the mirror image of a point about a line, they will be giving you a point and a line. The questions related with this concept, you have to start with, tell me what is the general point. X, Y, Z. People, from this equation I can say that if I am calling this is equal to some lambda, therefore x is equal to, what is that? 5 lambda minus 3, this will become 2 lambda plus 1, and this will become 3 lambda minus 4. Now, after getting the general point, people, you can interpret that it is a point on line L1, on the main line L, which can be here, 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 anywhere on this line. So at an instant where this general point becomes foot of perpendicular means that it is making 90 degree to that line. Now tell me, how do you define the conditions of perpendicularity of if two lines are perpendicular, of two vectors are perpendicular? You can say that if two lines or two vectors are perpendicular, then I can say that x1, x2 plus y1, y2 plus z1, z2 is equal to 0. This is the condition of perpendicularity. So you must need to know what is x1, y1, z1, the direction cosine of the first line, x2, y2, z2, the radius of the second line. People, it is given that the 5, 2, 3 are the compounds of line L, which is x2, y2, z2. Now what I need is that what is the compound of this line? People, what is this line? You can call this as PP dash. The line drawn from A to B, AB. From P to P dash, PP dash. Now tell me what is PP dash. You know P is equal to what? This guy. Now what is P dash? P dash can be a general point. Okay? If I'm calling P dash as a general point, this is P dash, general point P dash. Guys, tell me what is PP dash. How to find the vector joining 2 points? If it is A to B, then B minus A. Coordinates of the final point minus initial point. So this will become 5 lambda minus 3 minus 0. This will become, I repeat, 5 lambda minus 3 minus 0, comma, the next one, 2 lambda plus 1 minus 2. The next one, 3 lambda minus 4 minus 3. This can be resolved as 5 lambda minus 3, 2 lambda minus 1, 3 lambda minus 7. Gentlemen, this is the compound of PP dash. You also learn what is the compound of line L. Now you can apply the condition for perpendicularity. What is that? x1 into x2. What is x1? See, 5 into this guy. This is 5 lambda minus 3, comma, 2 times, not comma, plus x1, x2 plus y1 into 2 into 2 lambda minus 1 plus 3 into, what is next one? 3 lambda minus 7 is equal to 0. People, the only variable in this expression is what? Lambda. If you simplify this, you will be getting a value of lambda which satisfies this thing. Okay? The so obtained value of lambda should be substituted in this general point, then you will be getting the foot of perpendicular. As simple it is done. Clear? Any doubts, people? You can ask me any doubts if you have. Please respond. Fine. If I cap, j cap, k cap are the unit vectors along three mutually perpendicular directions, then what is value of these things? People, now I am getting to vectors. You can expect 1 mark MCQ from here. Okay? What is value of this? By the way, tell me what is A dot B and what is A cross B? A dot B is equal to, mod A into mod B into, if it is dot product, this will be cos theta. If it is cross product, this will be mod A into mod B into sin theta n cap. This is expression for dot product and cross product. Now, based on the angle theta, you can interpret what could be the angles, what could be the values. Okay. See, I cap and j cap, k cap are the unit vectors along three mutually perpendicular directions, which means it is an angle along x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So each of the two, x and y, y and z, z and I, will be making 90 degree with each other, so that the angle between any of the two guys will be always 90 degree. That is what we meant with the expression mutually perpendicular. So my question is that if two people are perpendicular, then tell me what is the value of I dot j, j dot k, I dot k. What are the values of this? See, if theta is 90, then cos theta will become 0. Therefore, all these value will be equal to 0. Yes or no? Yes. Now, what is I dot I, j dot j, k dot k? People, what is the angle made by I cap vector with I cap? An angle made by a vector with himself. A line will be always parallel to himself. An angle, a vector will be always parallel to himself, which means the theta is always equal to 0. Therefore, cos theta will become, cos 0, that is 1. Cos 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, this will become 1. Okay? Therefore, I can say that this will become 1 into modulus of I cap into I cap. You know that is a unit vector, which means the magnitude is always equal to 1. Therefore, 1 into 1 into 1. Therefore, this is equal to 1, this is equal to 1, this is equal to 1. People, this tell us to realize the fact that whenever you are having two terms as the same people, the value was always equal to 1. Whenever you are having two people as the different, ij, jk, ik, the value is always equal to 0, while the case of dot product. Now, if you are dealing with the cross product, tell me what is the thing you have to remember. You have to remember this basic thing, I cap, j cap, k cap, right? So that I cross j will be equal to k cap. Now, the next one, what is j cross k? J cross k will be will be I cap. Now, what is k cross I? K cross I will be equal to, k cross I will be equal to j cap. Now, you know that the vector product is non-commutative, while the scalar product is commutative. That is, A dot B is same as B dot A. Whereas cross product is non-commutative, which means A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Instead, A cross B equal to minus B cross A. So I cross j equal to k, then j cross I is equal to minus k. Similarly, if j cross k is equal to I, then k cross j is equal to what? Minus I. And similarly, I can say I cross k is equal to minus j. So, in the case of cross product, if these two components, the two terms are different, we'll be having the third guy. See, only 3 people are there, of which 2 of them will be there in the question. So obviously the answer is obviously the third variable. The only thing you have to remember is that they're having plus or minus. Now remember this direction. You have to take this in the clockwise direction. Now, if they are different, this is the answer. Now what happens if they are the same? If they are the same, which means, what is I cross I? What is j cross j? K cross k. You know that angle made by a vector with himself is theta is equal to 0. Therefore, A cross B, sin theta, sin 0 will become 0. The end term will become what? 0 into something, therefore 0. So if two people are same, the answer was found to be equal to 0. If the people are same in here, the answer is always equal to 1. Got the rule? If you know that logic, you can simply answer which of the following is correct. Here, which of the guy is correct, people? Whether I dot j is equal to 1? No, I dot j is equal to 0. I cross j is equal to 1? No. Now, I dot k cap is equal to 0. Was that true, people? No. What about I cross k? I cross k is equal to 0? Which one is true here? I cross k, I cross k, I cross k. I dot j is equal to 1, 0. I dot k cap. What is I dot k cap? Option C is the right answer. Okay, fine. And similarly, you can also expand this, people. The only thing you have to remember is that you need to use the formula like this. Expand this, then apply that, you'll be getting the answer. This value was always equal to 0. Don't forget that. Okay? Okay, then. Fine, people. Now, if vector A is equal to something, vector B is equal to something, then find the ratio of what is the projection of vector A on B and what is the projection of B on A. People, tell me what is the formula which you will learn. See, the projection of vector A on B is given by the formula A dot B cap, which is equal to A dot B divided by mod B, or you can say that, see what is A dot B? A dot B is equal to mod A mod B cos theta, where mod B cancel, therefore this is equal to mod A times cos theta. So you have three expressions for what? Projection of A on B based on the parameter which is given in the question. Okay, so here they are asking that what is the ratio of projection of vector A on B by B on A. See what is the answer? Projection of A on B divided by projection of B on A is equal to, people, what is A on B? A on B will become, yeah, you can apply this formula, A dot B divided by mod B, the second formula. Now what is the projection of B on A? B on A, B on A, B on A will become B dot A divided by this guy, modulus of A. Since the vector, the dot product is commutative, A dot B and B dot A are the same, so you can cancel each other. So this will become what? Modulus of A by modulus of B. People, two vectors are given like this. Tell me what is the modulus of this vector. This will become root of, yeah, 2 square plus minus 1 square plus 2 square. Now what is modulus of vector B? This will become root of 5 square plus minus 3 square plus minus 4 square. Simplify this, you'll be getting the answer. As simple it is. And there are a number of questions related with projection of vector A on vector B. Don't mess up this. Okay? Now, let me give you a beautiful question, people. But before getting to that, let me remind you an important logic, important formula. What is that? People, what is A dot A is equal to modulus of A square? If A dot A is given, any people know the answer is equal to what? Modulus of A square. Now, conversely speaking, I can say modulus of A square is equal to what? A dot A. People, don't forget this algorithm. This is one of the most commonly used property while speaking. So guys, a small technical issue. Yeah, other question. If A and B are two vectors of equal magnitude, please tell me what is the meaning of that statement. I'm having two vectors A and B with equal magnitude, which means modulus of A is equal to modulus of B. Now they are saying that, and alpha is the angle between them, A and B. then prove that this condition is being satisfied. So people, here I am writing that the condition to prove is given by modulus of a plus b by modulus of a minus is equal to cot alpha by 2. In other words, if you're bringing this denominator over here, this will become modulus of a minus b into cot of alpha by 2. People, whenever you're dealing with any question with magnitude, as we did earlier, you have to remember this simple rule. What is simple rule? We know that a dot a is equal to modulus of a square. So conversely speaking, modulus of a square is equal to a dot a. So whenever you're having an expression contains modulus, you have to square it so that this will become modulus of a plus b the whole square, which is equal to modulus of a minus b into cot alpha by 2 the whole square, which means this square into this square. Okay, now my question is that how to use this formula over here. See, mod a square is equal to a dot a, mod b square is equal to b dot b. Modulus of a plus b the whole square means a plus b dot a plus b. So this guy will be converted as a plus b dot a plus b. Alright, now this will become a minus b dot a minus b, and this will be cot square of alpha by 2. So these are the two conditions which I have to prove here. So let me focus into one side, left hand side, and secondly for the right hand side. If you are capable to prove that these two things are equal, then the condition is being satisfied. Please tell me what is LHS. LHS is a plus b dot a minus b. Sorry, a plus b dot a plus b. What is that? This is equal to a dot a plus a dot b. Now the next one, b dot a. Now the last one is b dot b. So people, the answer was found to be a dot a will become modulus of a square, b dot b will become modulus of b square. Now what is a dot b? A dot b will become 2 times a dot b, which can be taken as what is a dot b? Modulus of a into modulus of b into cos theta. But it is well clear in the question that modulus of a and modulus of b, people, these two terms are the same here. I repeat, these two terms are same here, which means that you can call them as x, then this will become what? X into x will become 2x square. This will become x square. And if you call this as x again, this will become x square. This is also x, therefore x square. So x square plus 2 times x into x cos theta. So the end term will be converted as x square plus 2 times x into x square cos theta. People, how to simplify this? This will become 2x square plus 2x square cos theta, where you can see 2x square is a common term, 2x square into 1 plus cos theta. I hope you remember the trigonometric formula that 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. Therefore, this will become 2x square into 2 cos square theta by 2, or 4 times x square cos square theta by 2. People, this is the required LHS. Now, let me focus on the RHS so that let us see whether I am capable enough to get into these LHS. Alright? Tell me what is RHS here. A minus b into a minus b cos square alpha by 2. Okay? The RHS in this question is that a minus b dot a minus b into cos square alpha by 2. People, what is a minus b dot a minus b? This will become a dot a. Now the next term, minus a dot b. Now the next term, minus b dot a. The last term is b dot b into cos square alpha by 2. People, what is a dot a? This will become modulus of a square. Now what is b dot b? This will become modulus of b square. Now minus 2 times a dot b, b dot a. 2 times, let me write this as a dot b. The end term into cos square of alpha by 2. Now, as we name it over here, this term modulus of a is equal to x. So this will become x square. This will become x square. X square plus x square minus. People, what is a dot b? Modulus of a into modulus of b into cos theta, which we applied earlier, right? This will become 2 times x into x. X square cos theta into, cos square of alpha by 2. Okay, so what is x square plus x square? 2x square. Now 2x square minus 2x square into cos theta into cos square alpha by 2. People, you can take 2x square as a common term, therefore this will become 1 minus cos theta into cos square of alpha by 2. People, 1 plus cos theta will be 2 cos square theta by 2, and 1 minus cos theta will be 2 sin square theta by 2. Therefore, the can be converted as 2x square into 2 sin square theta by 2 into cot square. What is cot? Cot will be cos by sin. Therefore, cos square alpha by 2 by sin square of alpha by 2. People, here you can cancel many terms. What are the terms you can be cancelled here? Sin square, by the way, one more thing, people. Here the angle between them is not theta, this is alpha. This has to be alpha, okay. This has to be alpha. Therefore, this will be alpha. Therefore, you can cancel these two terms so that the only term that left should be 2 into 2. That is 4 times x square into cos square of alpha by 2. I think this is the RHS which you obtained, with the LHS which you obtained earlier, right? This has to be alpha. I'm so sorry. This has to be alpha. Okay. Not theta, alpha. Clear, people? Any doubts over here? So remember, whenever you're having any questions with magnitude, you can use this concept. A number of times this concept can be applied. So, fine. People, I know that you guys are sitting for a long time, but people, remember, all this, the minute effort you put for making something good will be accordant for your result. Be patient. Okay, this is a matter of 2 to 3 days, right? Your 12th curriculum is over. Fine. Let me go for one last question. If mod A is equal to 8, mod B is equal to 3, and modulus of A cross B equal to 12, find the angle between A and B. People, we learned 2 equations. One with A cross B and the other one with A dot B. What is the value of A cross B? Mod A, mod B, sine theta n cap, right? Now what is A dot B? This will be mod A, mod B, cos theta. So here is the equation which involves sine of the theta. This is cos of the theta. So in both cases you can use theta is equal to, here this can be reformed as sine theta is equal to, take the other sides here, A cross B divided by modulus of A into modulus of B into n cap. And here you can say that cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by modulus of A into modulus of B. People always remember this stuff. What is that? We need an angle. Angle should be always a vector, a scalar number. A cross B is a vector, n cap is a vector. So you have to bring them by using the modulus. So sine theta is equal to modulus of A cross B divided by modulus of A into modulus of B. So either you can use this formula of sine or this formula of cos. It primarily depends upon the condition. If cross product is being given in the question, as you see here, you have to follow this method. If dot product is being asked, if the question is being asked related with dot product, you have to go for this one. So here I can say that this will become A cross B modulus will be 12 times 12 by mod A mod B, that is 8 into 3. Before 4 by 8 is equal to 1 by 2. So it means that sine theta is equal to 1 by 2, or theta is equal to sine inverse of 1 by 2, which will be equal to 30 degrees. Gentlemen, done. Okay, so I think these are the concepts which you have to remember as important questions. Still, people remember, you don't cover the entire chapter. You have to remember all those parameters which you have to focus. Okay, Dane. It's okay, Dane. So people, I hope you guys got something better. So please spend some time, learn all these questions we discussed so that you can have a better score in your board examination. Okay, thank you guys. See you tomorrow.